Scary Reddit Stories Part 85. For 2 years, I had a roommate who was on meds for psychosis. It was me, him and another guy. He was fine, but a little weird. We always made sure to include him in stuff because we didn't want him to feel isolated and possibly worsen his mental state. He never blew up or anything like that, just a quiet and awkward guy. He was not a drinker. The three of us would go to the pub, but he never had more than one beer. This one day though, he was a little different. He seemed really chipper, much happier than ever before. Not manic or anything, just positive and energetic. When I came home from work, he was chatting with the other roommate and was cracking jokes. We go out to the pub, and I get uneasy because he downs his first beer and asks for another, the very first time he has more than one. After he finished his second beer, I took the other roommate aside, and we decided to just keep an eye on it. He was having a blast, and we didn't want to ruin his fun. Eventually we were all 8 pints in, which was irresponsible of us, but he surprisingly handled the alcohol fine. He hit on a few girls, and got some interest in return. We had never even seen him talk to a girl before. When he came back we just had to ask him, "Why are you so happy today?" He said he got some good news, that his father passed away. We put it together, that he didn't have the best relationship with his dad. He went into all the abuse he's experienced growing up. How he'd watch his dad beat his mom and little sister, powerless to stop him, or how he'd get tied up in the freezing garage for entire nights as punishment for tiny infractions, just awful stuff. We did a cheer to this, because it looked like he was starting to find meaning in life after his abuser was gone. 2 days later, our roommate was arrested. Turns out the day he was so happy, he drove 2 hours back to his hometown, and bashed his dad's head in. The worst part is everyone came out to say that the abuse never happened, including his mom and sister, because he was apparently saying these things to the police. The story made some waves in our state as well, with the court concluding that the abuse probably didn't happen,